Hi there, I'm Lisa-Skye for Bent TV, and I've got with me Jeremy Shub, sex counsellor. How do you identify?
Weird. I identify as, sex counsellor, sex therapist, relationship counsellor, general counsellor. I also do a thing called Sexological Bodywork.
What is that?
Yeah, I thought you'd be excited about
Yes.
that. I'm excited about that. I thought we were going to talk about queer sex, but we can talk about Sexological Bodywork as well.
Can we do both?
We can.
Okay,
yeah.
What's a quick definition of sexual...
Yeah, exactly. Sex bod is a educational modality where instead of in talk therapy we're just talking, in sexological bodywork it can involve touch as well.
Oh wow.
So it can kind of look a little bit like partner surrogacy, but to me it's very much, and it kind of looks a bit like massage sometimes, but it's learning about our pleasure and our sexuality.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So you get to show people cool stuff about themselves and other people.
Yes. So often it's about anatomy. So some people have not really looked closely at their own genitals.
Huh.
Yes.
I know them like the back of my hand.
Good. Freckle. And there's so much we learn because we don't really get education from our adults or from our society or from school about how to be naked and intimate with someone else. So people come see me and it's amazing to be able to learn about themselves and each other.
That's so nice. Well, that brings us to queer sex. What's on your mind lately?
Well, I'm very excited because this is not really thought or talked about much. There's some idea that queer people are having sex like hetero folk, but I think it's actually a little bit different. If you're trans or if you're intersex, if you're bi, gay and lesbian is kind of covered a bit often in the media, probably not enough. But I think trans and intersex folk really need special services to consider how are these people going to be intimate with each other. Even just language of body parts needs to be talked about. Yeah,
well, I mean, as a non-binary person, I kind of, I love my vulva. You can fit heaps of stuff in, it's great. But, I also feel like I have a penis and there's all these other things. And yeah, I mean, everyone has different body dysmorphia if they're non-binary or trans.
Yeah.
And so what are the tips you encourage people use in their queer sex life?
Good question. So definitely language of body parts. So when you're intimate with someone, I guess hetero people don't need to say, what is this called? But for queer, trans, non-binary folk, it's like, well, what do you call that? Yeah. And how does that like to be touched? And like you said about having a penis, if that's okay to say, what else is there that I'm not seeing necessarily that we need to include in our play?
Yeah.
Because there's so much erotic pleasure in our mind as well.
So the key, as always, is communication. Even though it's the hard thing sometimes to do, it's always the best thing. Thank you so much, Jeremy Shub. I've been Lisa-Skye for Bent TV.